This is Temple football head coach Matt Rhule, and you're listening to Temple Football on WHIP.
And we're back here at Edberg Olson Hall on the roof, and our big friend, Terrance Knighton, pot roast. I heard he is a little bit afraid of heights, so we appreciate you coming on the roof right now and giving us a few minutes. I'm Zach Gelb, he's Chase Sr. We appreciate it.
How you doing, man?
Good. I've always wondered this because I've watched you, and I grew up as a Patriot fan, so when you played with the Broncos in the AFC Championship game and eliminated the Patriots, I was a little bit mad at you, but I said, hey, if I want one guy to do it, I want it to be a Temple guy, and that was Terrance Knighton, who did get to the Super Bowl that year with the Denver Broncos. But I always wondered, how did the nickname Pot Roast come about?
I got it my rookie year. It was a long plane ride back from Seattle, and I ordered down the plane, and the guy sitting behind me happened to be the team comedian, so he was just like, I'm going to start calling you Pot Roast since you ordered it, but I'm just glad I ordered that and not shrimp Alfredo that day. that was the other choice, so I'm glad I did that.
And now you just had a great career with the Denver Broncos, but it's a new step in your life. You signed with the Washington Redskins. What factored into that decision, and what appealed to you about Washington?
I just like what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. New coaching staff, the players they were bringing in, and, I just wanted to be part of something different. You know what I mean? And, everything worked out financially, and, I'm back on the East Coast, and, I'm just excited to start something new.
Pot Roast Terrance Knighton joins us right now. So you come back here, and the Cherry and White game is just wrapping up right now. But it is a beautiful sight of what this facility has turned into, and you have a certain feel of excitement here with Temple University and the job Matt Rhule is doing. Do you feel that as an alumni that this team could be the real deal this year? Yeah,
I hope so, man. I'm a big fan. Obviously, I keep up with all the players. The practices. I'm on the website constantly. And I'm just happy to see where the program's going. I was here when, it looked totally different my freshman year, till now. So I'm just excited where the program is going. And it's time to get Philly back on the map as far as college football.
Talking to Terrance Pot Roast Knighton, I got to compliment you on the bling. Got a couple gold chains with some diamonds?
Yeah, I'll take good care of myself.
Could I put them on after?
Know,
Maybe get a picture with all that?
I
also got a nice bracelet.
Terrance, I'm going to tell you, be careful. If you give them to him, he'll never give them back.
Right.
He may jump off the roof and just start running down Broad Street.
No, that's all right. I chase people for a living, so he won't get far.
That's true. And you probably put on a big hit on him as well.
Oh yeah, he's going to pay for it.
I'm not going to mess with you. We were talking about this with Paul Palmer, Steve Conjar, and Chris Coyer, just to come back and see the upgraded facilities. This is a state-of-the-art complex. There's also a practice bubble right off Broad Street. This program is clearly on the rise. What does it mean to you as a Temple football alum to come back and see all this?
It just means a lot. I was part of the building process. Something I don't mind being. I'm just happy to see these guys. They got all types of uniforms. Different training facility, weight room, training table, all that. So, in order to be a top program in the country, you got to have top facilities, and that's what they're building here.
How did Temple, both being in the city and involved in this football program, kind of prepare you for life after school and for the NFL?
Well, Philly is just a tough place to be, period. It's a blue-collar city, and, that's the type of mentality we took when we went on the field, you know what I mean? And, just being in the city, they take a lot of pride in their sports. And, Temple being right in the middle of North Philly, right in the heart of North Philly, it represents the city. So, just being the blue-collar team and a physical team means a lot to the city.
Last one for me. The NFL, it's amazing how it's developed into the league that it is now and the billion-dollar industry that it is. It's really a 24/7, 365 type of business where people are talking about it constantly, especially in the city of Philadelphia. But when you're strapping up the pads, you're putting on the helmet, and you're about to take the field in the National Football League, and you walk out to 60,000 screaming fans, what's the mindset?
I don't. When I
Give
step
you
on
chills
the field,
every
it's all
time?
business. When I step on the field, it's all business. I enjoy the crowd. Obviously, being on defense, you want the place to be loud. But I keep, I keep a tunnel vision, man. I focus on my job on the field, performing well and representing my university well. So, it's something I learned here about eliminating distractions. And, sometimes the crowd can be a distraction. So, I just focus on what I'm paid to do, and that's play nose tackle.
Who are a few guys that you idolized at the defensive line position growing up?
One guy specifically, and that was Reggie White. That's why when I was here at Temple, I wore 92. And I feel like he's the best D lineman to ever do it. And, I'm a big fan of his. I still watch his tape now. And, I feel like he's the best D lineman to do it.
So now you're a star, and I'm sure there's kids on this football team that look up to you. And over the years, Temple has produced a lot of predominant NFL players. You have Tahir Whitehead with the Detroit Lions. Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the better defensive linemen in the league. Brandon McManus was playing with you guys in Denver for some times throughout this year. And you even see on the coaching standpoint, Todd Bowles and Bruce Arians are two other guys that have made an impact from this university. Let's say if a Matt Ioannidis came up to you and said, hey, Pot Roast, can you give me some advice of what it takes to get to the NFL? What would you tell him?
Discipline. And, you know, as far as football, I would tell him quick feet and stay low. You know what I mean? And you know, whatever your dream is to be, just continue to attack it. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like, you know, with the success they're having now, it's, you know, it's a bit of an easier path to get to the NFL when you're winning. So, you know, I was on the other side of the spectrum, obviously building the program, and you know, it just requires a lot of commitment. You know what I mean? And just eliminate distractions off the field, and you know, anything you put your heart to, you can achieve it.
Did Matt Rhule recruit you?
No, I was actually here before Golden and Matt Rhule.
Okay.
So I was the last class of Bobby Wallace. I was actually the last class.
Okay. What, like, Matt Rhule has really inserted so much excitement into this football program. What do you think about the direction that he's taken this program in?
Yeah, he has a great personality to be a head coach. You know, I mean, the players like him. You know, he has a lot of energy coming into work. You know, I had the honor of, you know, he was actually a D-line coach with me a year before he moved to a different position. But, you know, he just makes you excited about being in the building, and you look forward to get coaching from him.
Zach Gelb and Chase Sr. here with you. Final one with Terrance Knighton, now of the Washington Redskins. Played a bunch of years with the Denver Broncos in the National Football League. This is a program, like we said it earlier, is just some kind of excitement that in year number 3, it's going to be that year. When you talk to alumni of your friends from even back in the day of Temple football, what do you guys just talk about when it comes to this current Temple football team for this season?
We just want them to win and represent the city well, represent the alumni well. Like I said, I keep updates of, you know, everything that's going on in my phone, and I'm just excited, you know, that, I place bets in the locker room with my team. You know, I have a lot of pride. So
represent that Temple too.
Definitely, I definitely represent everywhere I go, and I make it known where I played for, and you know, I'm definitely out forever.
Terrance Knighton, Pot Roast, joining us on here on set. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it coming
Thanks
on
for having me.
There's Terrance Knighton. Okay, we'll take one more commercial break and we'll wrap up shop here from Ed Burgos and all the